Hey, what's up, Boxers? This is Zach Rosette with Buildbox. In this video, I'm really excited. We're going to be checking out Buildbox 3 Beta 4. And we're going to take another look at the software, and specifically, we're going to take a look at some of the new templates that Buildbox 3 Beta 4 has for you. And in case you haven't seen yet, we have another video that was just released recently where Trey Smith, the CEO and founder here at Buildbox, and he walks you through all of the updates that have been made to the software and goes through and kind of gives you a comprehensive look at what is new with Buildbox 3 Beta 4. But let's go ahead and check out these templates and let's see what we can do now with the software. All right, so let's check out progression first. Let's start there. So I'm going to just double click on progression real fast. We'll open this up. And now let's go into our 3D world real fast and let's check this out. So I'm going to double click on my 3D world. Okay, perfect. So let's zoom out. So we got our starting scene here. So this is where your character first starts out, and then looks like we've got a level 1 or a scene 1. All the way up to scene 7 or level 7, I believe is the way that this template is set up. So let's go ahead, let's just run it real fast. Let's start off at the beginning and let's check out this game. So we're gonna press play. All right, so we got a character moving from level 1 to level 2. Very cool. And we got a jump limit of 2. And then a cool little animation that plays once you finish the level. So that's really cool. Okay, awesome. I really like this progression bar at the top. That's really, really cool. I think you're gonna all love that. And then you press play and then you move on to the next level. Okay, really, really cool. And it saves your total coins up here at the top. So that's really great too. You got a good score label. Okay, cool. So one thing I noticed though is that once you get to a certain level, you're not able to go back to the first level. So I was looking at this and I realized, okay, like let's say, I died, okay. But let's say I want to start off at the first level every time, or if I want to restart after a certain level. And I was thinking that we could add just a little bit of code to maybe make that happen. So this is the level selector node here, and you can see, I think it's over on the actions menu. Yeah, there it is. Okay, level selector. That's a new node that you should be able to use, which is really cool. And let's just crack open this level selector real fast. And so what's happening is that it's starting off at level 1, which is normal, but let's go ahead, let's take this if loop real fast. Let's add in a couple things. So let's go ahead. Let's say that once the settings level ID is set to, let's say we want it to restart after level 3. Okay, let's go ahead and just say that that's what we want. I'm not saying that that's what you want, but you might want something like that. So let's go ahead, let's choose level 3. I'm gonna go ahead, you can either do equals equals, you can say that if the settings level ID is equals 3, you can just say if it equals 3, then reset the level ID to 1 again. So let's go ahead and try this out. So right now, if we just have this code, it's going to reset automatically, which is going to be cool. So let's go ahead, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to totally cheat here. I'm going to change the jump limit to 6 so that I have an extra jump so that I'm not dying. So let's go ahead, let's try to get past level 3 real fast. I for some reason I stink on this level. I can't ever get past that little last cone. Okay, cool. So we just completed level 3, and then now we're back to level 1. So that's cool. So the code is working. And let's go ahead, let's add in an attribute so that you can choose which level you want to restart after. So I'm going to exit out of this preview real fast. And I'm going to leave the jump limit at 6 because I'm a big lazy cheater. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's add in an attribute real fast. Let's just add in a number because we're just going to add in the number for the level. And let's call it reset level, or how about reset after level, and we'll say reset after level 3. Something like that. Okay, and then we'll go ahead, we'll add in a variable because we're going to need to add in a variable so that we can take that number and use it in our code. So we'll call it reset level. And I'll just go ahead and put a semicolon there and end it off. Okay, and then let's go ahead and initialize it in the init function. And we'll say that reset level is equal to this attribute. and then you do parentheses, and we're going to use the name reset level, reset after level. Just going to copy it and paste it real fast. And then close the parentheses, semicolon, and then let's replace this here over here, and let's put it in for settings level ID. So that'll be easier. Okay, cool. So now we've got that 3 there, that 3 that we put in for the number. Instead of it automatically going to that level, now we've created a brand new node that you all can use. I'll go ahead and I'll link this in the description so that you can download this and you can use this yourself. But yeah, now we can just put that 3 in here for an attribute, and so we get to choose that as part of the node. So let's go ahead and I'm going to save real fast. I'm going to call this progression. Just save it to my desktop. Progression tester. Okay, let's go ahead and save that. All right, and let's test this out. So we're going to complete level 3 now, and let's see if it goes back. Drum roll, please. And back to level 1. Sweet. Okay, cool. Now let's test it just for funsies. Let's test it at level 4. So let's say we put in a 4 in for resetting after level 4, and then it should reset after level 4, which would be pretty cool. So let's go ahead and press play. So theoretically, we should go past the level 3 now. Woo, that was a crazy jump. And we're going to go past level 3, and it should go from 3 to 4, and then it's going to reset after level 4. And woohoo! Okay, cool. I am all over the place. I am not very good at this game. Man, I really love the animation that plays after you cross the finish line. I want to take a look at that as well. So once we press play, it should go back to level 1 based off of the code that we just implemented. So we did it. Okay, awesome. So it goes back to level 1. Hooray! Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth. Okay, so cool. All right, let's check out this animation that's happening here at the end, because I love that. It's a nice little touch that once you cross the finish line, it does this like crazy little flip. So let's go ahead and exit out of the preview. Let's go back into our 3D world. Let's check out level 1. Let's look at this finish line here. I can see this dotted finish line, and we've got the finish line object, so that's cool. Let me try to click it. Okay, so it looks pretty small here. Let's go ahead and turn on the collision shape mode over here, this little button, and oh, okay, I see what Nick did. He's a sneaky little guy, isn't he? Okay, so he put this little block here. I'm guessing it's maybe a 3D model that he just added. It looks like it's the start physics shape for the finish line. And so what this does is it starts right here. As soon as you hit the finish line, it's going to hop over the finish line and then do a little bit of a bounce. Okay, I really like that. So I'm going to just take a quick look at the finish line 3D model. Okay. All right, interesting. All right, I wonder where that start. Oh, this is it. Okay, start collision. Here's the cube. All right, I got it. So he stretched out. He just took this physics shape and he must have just manipulated it, like something like this, you know, and made it whatever distance or whatever size that he wanted. So he took that collision shape and specifically made it this way so it plays that animation. Very, very, very cool. Okay, you know, one thing that I've heard from a couple boxers who've gotten a chance to look at Buildbox 3 Beta 4 is that they would like the progression bar, the progression meter, to not only work for distance, but to also work for points or coins. So you can totally do that. It's going to take a little bit of coding. It probably wouldn't take me too long. I think adding in that progression level was like something like 3 lines of code. 1, 2, I guess this is a line of code too. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's 6 lines of code, but it's pretty simple. That's child's play. Create a variable, set the attribute, create the attribute, and then set up the level ID right here. So that's pretty simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this right now, and then let's take a look at the other template. This is a really great starting point. If you guys want to mess around with the code, you totally can. If you guys want to, you know, if you're not a coder and this is not your thing and you don't like messing around with the code, you do not have to. You can totally use this node that I just created, and you know, coders are going to be working on this nonstop. And so everything that we code we're gonna share and you're gonna be able to use, and you won't have to code it yourself. And you know what? I'm just looking at the length of this video, and I'm gonna go ahead and split this video up into 2 parts because otherwise the video is gonna be like 20 minutes long. So thank you for watching this first video. Keep an eye out for the second video where we go over the next template. And as always, keep on boxing.